Okay, today this lesson is going to take you through the steps of 1-point linear perspective. So always in linear perspective, you're going to be using a horizon line and a vanishing point in 1-point perspective, and you're going to need the following materials. So you want your paper to be in a landscape direction, so that's sideways in front of you. You're going to want a straight edge or a ruler, and you're going to want an eraser, and make sure you have a nice sharp pencil, or what really works good for this project is mechanical pencil. So if you have that, that would be the best tool to use. So the first step is to create the horizon line, which is putting a really nice horizontal line, which is pretty much in the middle of your paper, parallel to the bottom edge. Parallel lines are lines that continue on and will never crisscross. Okay, in this place we're doing 1-point perspective, so we're just going to label our horizon line with an HL in the corner just so we remember. And the horizon line in perspective always represents eye level. So on the horizon line is going to be right in, we'll put it in the middle of our paper, a vanishing point. And you can label that with the VP. Vanishing point always represents point of view. So you as the artist, you're drawing a scene that you're looking at one moment in time, this point represents where you're standing compared to what you're looking at to put in your drawing or painting. Okay? So with 1-point perspective, you always start with a shape. So in our case, we're just going to use rectangles. So I'm just going to draw below the horizon line. I'm just going to draw a rectangle shape. Keep your lines nice and straight using a ruler. And in 1-point perspective, the front side of the shape is always straight on. You're looking at it straight on to your view. So from every corner of this shape, the next step is to draw vanishing lines. So you're going to line up the ruler with the vanishing point and each corner and connect those with a nice straight line. So I'm matching up this top left corner, bottom left corner, and always make sure that those lines are vanishing directly to, not close to, but directly to the vanishing point. Now there is another vanishing line, but we don't draw it because we're assuming that this shape is solid. If this was a glass box, you would see that inside corner going through there, but since the box is solid, it's hidden behind, so we don't draw it. So the next step is we've started to create this sides. In this case, the left side going back in space and the top side of the box going back in space because we're looking at it below our eye level. And to finish this box, all we do is we make our ruler, place it on one side, and just draw it back parallel to the front side for how deep you want the box to be. As long as your ruler is parallel to the side that you're starting from in the front, back sides are always parallel to front sides. And then you just draw a line to connect the two vanishing lines between that point. So now we're going to put the ruler on the top edge, drag it parallel until we get to the back corner we've already established. My ruler is parallel to the front edge and at the back corner, so now I can draw my parallel back top edge, and the rest is just ready to erase the extra vanishing lines that are left behind. Now we've got a three-dimensional box in this perspective. So what we can do is we can do straight edge shapes where we're always drawing corners to the vanishing point. You can also draw curve shapes pretty much with a little different spin on it. So I'm just going to trace a perfect circle up here in the top corner. Since there is no corner to create vanishing lines from, what you do with a curve shape or a circle is you touch the widest outside edge to the vanishing point so that it's just touching the edge of that curve on all sides. So with this circle shape, I can make two vanishing lines that connect to the widest part of the circle to the vanishing point. And then all I have to do is take a smaller circle that touches the edge, because this curve is parallel with this curve, to finish and create like a tube type shape in 1-point perspective. So that's basically how you do straight edge shapes and curved edge shapes. What you're going to do is challenge yourself, create a shape that's a little irregular with straight lines, curved lines. I've got a bunch that you can trace, and use your technique of making all the corners connect to the vanishing point, and then all of the sides, the front edge is going to be drawn parallel to the back edge. So I'm going through every corner that I can see. I'm going to draw a vanishing line. This corner I wouldn't draw because it's going through the front of the box. The same thing with this back corner. From the angle that I'm drawing this, these would be the only sides that I would see the thickness of. And then you're just going to go through the shape, putting your ruler on the front edge, dragging it parallel, connect your vanishing lines, put it on the next edge, drag it parallel to that corner that we've just figured out where it is, and then work your way with parallel back edges to the front edges. And that's pretty much how you do 1-point linear perspective. And then you can always get in the habit of erasing your extra pencil lines when you're done so that you just see the shapes. And then you're ready to color in or whatever you have to do. Okay? Good luck. Try some different shapes on your own now.